Hey YouTube, I'm going to keep this intro short. I'm a little anxious about recording my first YouTube video. I've been uploading shorts for maybe a couple of days, almost a week now. My name is Manuel Perez. I'm going to go by IL Style CCG. I'm a Puerto Rican living in Florida who loves collecting Pokemon cards. I first got back into the hobby in maybe 2016. I remember Toys R Us still existed, and I bought maybe like 4 or 5 Crimson Invasion packs. Crimson Invasion, which is widely regarded as one of the worst sets in the whole hobby. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I went into it thinking about the money, like, I'm gonna buy Pokemon packs and pull hits and sell it for profit. I was able to make back the cost of the packs because I pulled the Rainbow Rare Raichu GX and I quickly sold it on eBay. And today I have this box, which, if you are in the hobby or have been in the hobby for a while, you probably know that this is graded returns. I'm doing my first PSA graded returns since before the pandemic. My last submission I did before the pandemic was like maybe 10 cards. This submission is 32 cards. I already know the grades, but I just wanted to show you guys the grades I got. So let's get unboxing. I don't know how to do this, so I'm just gonna go left to right, and we'll see which card we pull. This is, I think it is Charizard, if I pull the right order. Yeah, it's a Vivid Voltage pre-release Charizard PSA 9. There you go. I'm actually a little unhappy with the graded returns. I think PSA is smoking crack with some of my grades, but I guess we'll see in the video the actual quality and the condition of the cards. I'm happy with this grade because it's still a mint Charizard, which is always kind of neat to have. But I'm not gonna lie to you, some of these cases are probably getting cracked because I'm not planning on keeping all of these cards. I'm mostly in it for the money on some of these, which is fine for some people, and some people would rather, screw the money, just collect what you like. I am going to keep some of these cards, but yeah, some of them I'm selling and some of them I'm keeping for myself. I'm happy with this Rayquaza. I love Rayquaza. And I think this is a sick art. The artwork in the Sword and Shield era really kicked it up a notch. I think the artwork is next level in the Sword and Shield era and onwards. Especially when they do like 2D artworks and not like those 3D artworks they sometimes do. Which, I'm not entirely sure if they're still doing that a lot, the 3D artworks. This is, I kind of knew this card would probably be an 8. But yeah, it's still Skyridge, one of the older sets in the hobby. The last Wizards of the Coast set that was cut short because Nintendo, I think, strong-armed Wizards of the Coast, and they were like, yeah, no, we're going to be handling the production of Pokemon cards from here on out. This Crown Zenith Pikachu is nice. A lot of these cards I graded just because I thought they were nice. But some of them were, looking to get profit out of them. And some of these cards, when I looked at them, once I saw my grades, I was like, why did I send that? Like, it's obviously off center. It's obviously not gonna grade a 10. But I haven't graded cards since 2018. 2008. I sent in like 10 cards to get graded in 2018, and they came back post pandemic. It took like 1.25 per. I don't know how to say this. 1 year and 3 months is the easier way to say it, I guess. This is probably the best card in the submission. It's a beautiful card. I'm probably going to sell it so I can recoup the cost of grading. I love Eevee, but I really have no attachment to this card. But it's sick that it came back as a 10, not going to lie. Like I said, the artwork post Sword and Shield era has been extremely next level. Some of the artwork is mind-blowing. This Vaporeon VMAX Premium Collection came back as a 9. And it is probably because it's off-center. If it wasn't off-center, it would have probably graded a 10. But I'm not dwelling on it too much. Probably going to keep it. Vaporeon is one of my favorite evolutions. Pause. I know what you're going to say. Vaporeon. Another Vaporeon VMAX this time. And I think we're going to start hitting the Japanese cards I sent into grade soon. I thought this card could have been a 10, but it wasn't. Which again is fine. But yeah, it has like a little whitening in this corner over here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I think you can see that. So yeah, I got into Pokemon again, and I mean, I've always played the games. The only generation of games I haven't played is Gen 7 and Sword and Shield. I never played Sword and Shield, and I never played Moon or Sun or Ultra Sun and Moon. So this card, I don't know how it got an 8, but it's fine. I keep saying it's fine, but I sound salty. But yeah, this card, it does have a little edge wear on the corners, which is, the corners are probably one of the more important parts when you're grading. Not entirely sure. A lot of these cards I sent in to grade because I was like, yeah, I've graded before. These cards are all probably going to be freaking bangers. And I was wrong. But I am happy that I got a couple 10s. This Eevee Heroes Vaporeon. I think this is when we start hitting the Eevee Heroes Espeons I sent to grade. Yeah, it's an Espeon. If I were to rank my favorite evolutions, it would probably be Vaporeon number 1, because I've always liked using Vaporeon in the games to stall, like Toxic and Wish stalling. This is another Espeon. Look at how beautiful it is. The Japanese cards are their quality out of the factory is way better than English. I think it kind of has to do with the fact that English produces just like way more than Japanese. And they take their quality, I don't know. Japanese take stuff a lot more seriously than English. Another Espion. I think this is Japanese Neo Genesis Lugia, and I think this one was a 7. No, this is Dragonite. I thought this card could have easily been a 10. I'm failing to see what issues it could have, because it looks really damn good. This is why I said my PSA grader was on crack, because I do not see any issues with this card. But, you know, they know better than me. Or at least they should know better than me. So this card, I just saw the card quickly. This card, I think, could have easily been a 10. And I was really salty about the fact that it did not get a 10. Because it got a really bad grade, in my opinion. Team Japan Pikachu. If you see any issues with it, let me know, because I don't see any. Oh, there it is. Okay. I see it right there. Yeah. I don't think it had that when I sent it into grade, but I had this card stored away for a while, so it might have gotten damaged while putting it away. This might be Neo Genesis Lugia. Yeah, it's my Neo Genesis Lugia. I sent in 2 of these. The next one should probably be the Lugia as well. Trying to see possible issues with my light. But yeah, I also have another submission coming in, but it'll probably take 2 more months. I'm really happy with the amount of time it took to grade these cards, because it literally took 2 months. It used to take literally over a year, or almost to a year. But post-COVID, I think they got their ish together. I'll always remember when I was a kid. I do remember I pulled this Lugia in English out of a pack, and I lost that card. That card is lost to time. And I'll never forget pulling that Lugia, because Lugia has always been my favorite legendary. So I kind of have a special attachment to Neo Genesis Lugia, because it's the first Lugia printed. This should be Dark Charizard. Yeah. Beautiful card. Next is CP6 Charizard. CP6 is one of the sets that got me back into the hobby. I remember I bought 4 CP6 booster boxes from the GOAT himself, SM Pratt. I'm subscribed to his Patreon. I have been for literally over half a decade now. Happy that this card came back at least mint. Would have loved if it had been a Gen Mint 10, but you know, we can't always have what we want. Beautiful card. I think half the cards that I've recorded, I haven't been looking at the screen, but I think some of them, the camera might have been out of focus. I'm using a webcam to record the angle. This is another card that I am kind of salty about, because I feel like it should have been a 10, but I'm noticing now it has like a dent. It's McDonald's Squirtle. Beautiful card. I thought about buying the McDonald's Charmander because I also think it's a really cool card, but honestly I prefer the Squirtle. I think the Squirtle artwork is more unique. As you can see, it has a little McDonald's logo there. Maybe if I put it up too close it won't be able to focus. Yeah, I don't know how to make this camera focus. I'll figure it out later. And we have about 6 more cards to go. I think this should be Neo Genesis for Alligator. Yeah. Cool artwork as well. I prefer the premium file, which I did send into grade. And spoiler alert, a couple of them weren't graded what I thought they should have been graded. But one of them did come back as a 10, which I'm happy about. And this one did get a 9, which is still cool. Like anytime you get a mint card that's from 24 years ago, you know, I would count that as a win, because, you know, it's really hard to come by vintage cards that are in pristine condition, and when you find them you kind of have to pay a premium because they're not gonna let it go for cheap or inexpensive, whatever word you want to use. Let me see if I can get this camera to focus. There we go. Another mint 9 Japanese Neo for Alligator. And I think this is now the premium file, which is a 10, which I'm really happy about. I don't think this card should have gotten a 10 because it's off center, which is why I keep saying my PSA grader was on crack. But I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. So anyways, let me know what you would like to see from me. As you can see, I have 3 Twilight Masquerade booster boxes. I plan on opening one, and I plan on doing a rip and ship business. But I don't know. That remains to be seen. I'll figure out what I want to do with all the stuff I bought as of late. PSA 8. And this is another for Alligator, which is also an 8. And now we start reaching the Typhlosions, which were whack. I think one of them got a 4 and one of them got a 5. See if you can find any issues here. Yeah, this is the 5. How it got a 5 is beyond me. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, now I see it. I think it's stained. Damn, I'm dumb. Why did I grade this? This should be the 4. Yeah, it's the 4. Looking at the screen on my computer so I can see the imperfections with the light. But the front of this card looks clean as hell. So does the back, which is why I'm wondering how these cards got the grades they did. Or at least some of them. Some of them did get the grades I was expecting to get. And I think this final one is the 8. Yeah, it is the 8. So yeah, this was fun to record. It was actually a bit easier to do Sorry if I was a bit quiet at some points. You know, I have not done YouTube videos since my freshman year of college, where I did YouTube videos with an old friend from high school. And I did YouTube videos in high school, but when I did them, I was kind of like copying a lot of famous YouTubers, and it wasn't myself. So I'm going to try to be a bit more genuine with these videos and more myself. So if there's anything you would like to see, let me know. I hate when YouTubers do this, but you know, it apparently does help. So like, comment, and subscribe, please. Thank you.